have business mindset from day one you start your company, because I've seen that many indie game developers were very passionate when they just started their project, and so they don't do many things properly. For example, they don't track their manage their cash properly. They don't manage their project professionally. So when things start to go wrong, like things crumbling very fast. For example, when like project delayed and team members like start to go for other opportunity, they don't have backup plan basically. So that makes their project don't go anywhere. Business mindset will drive you to develop proper business plan, track your financial status, and then manage your project and manage your human resource professionally. Market research and lots of experiment, because market research will make you able to understand your users better, and also like relentless experiment will make you able to continuously improve your product, so you can really know how to improve your product so your user will stick around your product. The one thing that's very often overlooked by game developers is feasibility study of the product. That includes market opportunity analysis, high-level product concept, unique value proposition, competitor analysis, and financial feasibility. That includes like a very simple calculation of costs compared to the revenue potential of the product. There are many, but the several things that pop up in my mind is like online multiplayer, where people treat games not as like a product as to be played like alone, but to be played like together with their friends, like part of their community lifestyle. And also augmented reality. So we see that the trends in the several years ago, where people start to like playing the AR games a lot, that will absolutely lead to many more augmented reality products in the future. And also instant games. Instant games is like very small scope games where people can just play in their mobile phone or in other devices without having to install anything. So that will be like very easy for people to access. I would say is many indie game developers think that good games will sell itself. So what they do is like they just like develop their product as good as possible as they think can be, but when the product finish, they don't have any budget or any plan at all how to actually make the games available for users and make the users actually knows about their game. So it's very fatal problem. For me, there are two things. The first one is building user community is very important to make your users stick to your game because of their like peer pressure from their friends or because again the game becoming their lifestyle, how they interact with their friends. That's one of the very strong factor that makes the user cannot go away from your game. And also listen to your user feedback, because what makes, so you have to really understand what makes them willing to pay for your game, for your products. The first one is a meta game. Meta game is what makes people keep coming back to your game. So after they play and then they stop playing for several hours and then they play again, that way the meta game that is the one that makes them keep coming back to your game. And the second one is monetization strategy. So you really have to think about how to monetize your game, since you since in the pre-production of the game, because it's actually very important, especially for a free-to-play game, because the monetization strategy for free-to-play games usually like embedded with your game design. And then the third one is actually the theme of your game. So the theme, like, it's really a fundamental elements of your game, because that's what makes some people really excited about your game and then keep playing for more. And the other one is go-to-market strategy, because again, good game, great game will not sell itself. There is cases where good games sell itself, but it's like 1 in a billion cases. So you have to really think about how to make people aware of your game, how to make them willing to spend to play your game since day one you start your game.